How's it going, guys? Today we are going to be doing a fuel filter change on a 03 to 07 Dodge 2500 Cummins. I just bought this truck. It's a 2003 2500, and thought I would be doing a filter change. So let's walk you guys through it, show you how to do it, and we'll go from there. This is the engine bay. So if you look right back here, there's a canister right there. So there's a 1/8 inch nut on top, and that cap will unscrew and your fuel filter sits in there. So here I set my socket on there, and then I got the ratchet, and you don't need an extension. So once you get it loosened up enough, you can just loosen it by hand until it's all the way out. And then it should just pull straight up after you get it out. After you twist it off, it will lift straight up. There might be a few lines in the way, like this one right over here. So press that line out of the way and then just pull up. And this is where you want to wait a second, so that filter still has a lot of fuel in it. Right there, that diesel's dripping out. So just angle it kind of like this and let it drain for a second. That way when you won't take it out and drip a bunch of diesel all over your engine. Then once it is done dripping, go ahead and take it out. Just lift it right out of there. Sometimes I like to get a towel or something so I can set it on and won't drip wherever you're working at. Once it's been on the towel, you can pick it up, and there's these tiny clips right on the bottom right here, all the way around, holding this filter in so it can't pull up. So you're just going to slightly move that as you're prying up the opposite way of the filter, and those two clips will separate. So all these clips will separate from the rim of that filter. You just kind of have to push on it and be gentle. So after a little, when you pry up on one side, half of those clips will not be clipped in the filter anymore. So you come to the other side where the last clip would be hanging on, the farthest clip on one side. You can just grab a screwdriver. Or similar, and just pry against that clip right there, and it should just pop right up. So I move that clip. Now I'll move to the next one in a circle. As I pull up, that clip is done, and boom, there goes my filter. Here's my new filter. You can tell the old one's a little dirty, so glad I'm doing the maintenance. Should help a lot. With the new filter, it's pretty straightforward. You just set it right there and snap it into place, just like that. And just make sure all those clips are holding in the filter so this can't go anywhere. Then the final step is the O-ring they supply you with, this one right here. You can see the old one right on the rim of this, going all the way around. So if you can't grab it with your fingers, you can just grab a screwdriver, but it's pretty easy to get off. Just pull that off, get your new one, and put it over your filter. And then make sure you get it fitted all the way around. Your cap is fitted. Make sure that it's flush against there and it's not twisted. You want it You don't want it to be twisted around. You just want it flat and relaxed so it doesn't leak. And then you're ready to put it back in your fuel canister. Putting it in is very simple, self-explanatory. You get it positioned, come in at an angle, and then move lines out of the way if you do have to. And then when it's in, slowly press it down. Make sure there's no lines caught underneath, and it should fall into place fairly easy. And then go ahead and twist it on by hand. This cap doesn't need to be super tight. They can break pretty easy, so I just like to get it hand tight as much as I can, and then I'll actually just do basically a quarter turn just to give it a little bit more. That way I know it's not going to leak. So if it's hand tight, I'll go ahead and grab my ratchet again and just give it a little bit more. So with the ratchet on, you just want to give it basically a quarter turn. Till it's fairly snug. So I'm just slowly working it because I have a little bit of space back here. So I'm doing a little bit at a time. And there we go. That's all it takes. Get that socket off. And you just finished changing your fuel filter in your 5.9 Cummins. And with these trucks, they don't really require priming, so basically good to start it up. It might just hesitate for a second, but nothing to worry about. It'll start right up, no need to prime it, and you'll be all set.